Injuries are just part of the sport, and they seem to happen at the worst times because, no one's ever really ready for an injury. My name's Richie Lewis. I'm the #1 prospect in the world for MMA. I'm also a world champion wrestler. I'm here getting stem cells from Dr. Mark yet again, and I'm excited, I'm ready, and every time it's life-changing because fighting is my life, and when I don't get to do it, my life gets turned upside down. So I make a phone call to Dr. Mark, he gets me healed up, and we get back to it. For example, right now I have a fight in 2 weeks in LA, a title fight. So it's probably the biggest fight of my career. Having gotten stem cells done before about 6 times. 8 weeks before my last fight, I broke my hand. I got stem cells and exomes. I was able to punch the week before my fight, and I just worked around it, followed through. And then I've gotten them before on my hips. I had a torn labrum in my hip, which, if you know, that's a super serious injury. With 3 months, I was back on my feet. So on Sunday night, I had a really bad injury in my knee where it was locking out and I had no stability in it. I called Dr. Mark, and I know that based on previous procedures that we can get this thing done in 2-week turnaround time, and he was the guy to go to, so I gave him a call. We flew out on Thursday, and now I'm here, and with full confidence I know I'm going to be fighting, and I'll be ready to perform. I have always been into alternative medicine, regenerative, PRP, things along those natures, and I didn't know where really to get stem cells. And then one of my best friends, Jordan Oliver, who's close with Doc, was like, "Hey, come with me, we'll get stem cells." I'm like, "In America? Like, are you sure? What's going on?" He's like, "Dude, just trust me." And I'm super conservative about who I let work on my body and what's done to it. Being a professional athlete, obviously you have to have all the information present to get the work done, and Dr. Mark presented it in a digestible format, and when he did that, the skepticism went away. And then once I got the procedure done, it was like instant relief. And over the next week or 2 weeks, I broke my right hand before, and I just remember it took like 6 months, 3 to 6 months to heal, and this one took 7 weeks, and I felt a huge difference within 2 weeks, and I knew this was something serious. And then when I got my hip done, I got my labrum surgery on my shoulder, so I know the hip labrum's even worse because it's kind of deeper in there, in a thicker band. So I was like, man, this might be 6 months to 9 months, and I'm in the thick of my career, so I was super nervous. But after seeing what happened with my hand, I was like, I want to go this route because I know it's such a shorter turnaround and it's less invasive. So I did 3 stem cell sessions with Dr. Mark over 3 months, and my torn labrum in my hip was completely healed. And me even saying that, it had to happen to me to be believable. But I want to transfer this message because if it could help anyone that's like me, who, God, family, fighting, but my duty is very important to me, and fighting is my life. And when I don't have fighting, I get kind of lost. And to get back on my feet so quickly, it just increases my quality of life, not just my quality of performance. And it's done good for me all around, and I'm very happy with it. It's twofold. It's reduction of injury time, so we could get back to what we love to do, which gives me clarity of mind much sooner. And then longevity-wise, I know I'm going to be able, I just had a daughter, I'm going to be able to give her like fully me. And you see a lot of people who commit themselves to athletics, like specifically fighting, they're going to have all these aches and pains all over their body over their tenure, so they're not able to give like the same thing to their families and their kids. And I never wanted that to be me, and this has helped really soothe that, I don't want to say anxiety because I'm not an anxious person, but soothe that concern in my mind. And then specifically with the hip, I was in bed for 3, 4, 5 days, can't walk, your hips coming in and out, and it's like, man, what am I gonna do? You're not even thinking about, all you think about is fighting, and then when you get hurt, all you think about is like being able to walk or being able to get out of bed. Like I'm ordering food to the house, and like things more stressful on my wife and my family, and it's just like, your peace of mind goes away. And then when I got the first procedure done, I was able to walk within 1 week, 2 weeks, and then I was able to start my physical therapy, and then we got another one done a month after. And it's like, man, this surgery took 3 months to get my arm up to here on a torn labrum, and now I'm able to start training again in 2 months with the stem cells on my next labrum injury. And it's just like, it's just night and day, man. And I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Mark, and I'm extremely grateful for this medicine. A message I would like to get across is like, this stuff really does work. I don't benefit from saying this. I'm actually putting myself on the line to vouch and give my word for it, but I fully stand behind Dr. Mark, and I fully stand behind his medicine and stem cells, and if you have any thoughts, any lingers, any concerns, I highly suggest that you at least like look down this route, because it is worth it and has saved me time, it has saved me money, and has saved me like valuable experiences in my life and with my family.